What's up legends, it's Michał and welcome back to Made Up Universe. Today I bring you some DC related news. After a huge success of Aquaman, Warner Bros. And DC decided to ride the wave of popularity and announced a spin-off movie about the trench. What the f***? Before we start, as always, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell notification button to stay up to date with all my videos, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Following what I think we can all agree a big success of Aquaman, DC and Warner Bros. Are obviously working on the projects around this franchise. There are already talks about Aquaman 2, but not only, there is another project that was recently announced. So apparently Warner Bros. And DC are developing a spin-off movie about the trench. Yeah, I also thought that this is some kind of a code, but no, let me explain. The trench were these really nasty creatures in Aquaman that lived deep down in the ocean. These were the creatures that were actually barring Queen Atlanta from returning to Atlantis. So yeah, I think it makes perfect sense. You've got such an amazing characters around Aquaman like Mira, Queen Atlanta, and other DC great characters like Superman, Flash, Cyborg. But hell no! The trench! Aquaman, rewind time!
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Okay, but on the little bit of a serious note right now, it really feels like a very bizarre project, especially right now that there is a lot of hunger from DC fans to see their favorite characters being put on big screen. Basically, this trench movie is supposed to be like a horror-like movie, potentially even like R-rated. I've already heard that there potentially might be some kind of a script already done, but it was like more of a generic horror movie script when they just replaced the horror film monsters with the trench, just adding the DC branding to it to raise the profile of that kind of movie. I'm really not excited about that proposition. Ultimately, it can come out as a really decent movie, but currently having all this palette of characters, the amazing characters from the DC universe, it kind of does not make sense for me that they want to focus on the trench. But I will definitely follow up on the news about this so-called The Trench movie and see if they can really come up with something decent. And now in other DC news, for the next Batman movie that is scheduled to be released in 2021, we will not see Ben Affleck as Batman. So Ben Affleck is gone, he's not gonna be Batman anymore. How does that make you feel? Let me know in the comment section below and like the video. Something that a bit upsets me about this whole situation with Ben Affleck not being Batman is that although I quite often trash DC, when they actually started the DC Extended Universe, when they first started with Man of Steel, the casting was really on point. Henry Cavill turned out to be a great Superman. Gal Gadot, remarkable Wonder Woman. Jason Momoa is great Aquaman. It's like hard to imagine anyone else in this particular role. And that is also true for Ben Affleck. When they announced that Ben Affleck is going to be Batman, I was like, what? But then I was like, wait a minute. Actually, he's got a chin, he's all like sad and grumpy. I think that's a good choice. And after all, I think it really worked out. So I really believe that DC and Warner Bros. Managed to land an incredible bunch of actors to start the DCEU. And I think Ben Affleck was a decent Batman, and I will definitely miss Ben Affleck as Batman, but now he's gone. So what I'm really trying to get at in today's episode is that I'm really unsure about the decisions at DC and Warner Bros. I mean, they getting rid of the key characters in DC Extended Universe. Is that gonna be rebooted now? Is that gonna be scrapped? What's going on in there? And all of a sudden they just come up with random projects like that trench. And I think that there's like no clear direction at Warner Bros. And DC. Where are they going with all that? So is there any plan to build the DCEU to deliver, again, decent movies? On top of that, apparently the Suicide Squad movie that's going to be directed by James Gunn, it's going to be a reboot. And apparently, it's going to be a reboot without Margot Robbie as Harlequin. But at the same time, Margot Robbie is shooting Birds of Prey when she's going to be Harlequin. I am so confused. I think that with the success of Aquaman, DC and Warner Bros. Made a huge step forward, but right now it feels again that they are making like 3 steps back. But let me know how you feel about the upcoming DC projects. Are you excited about the prospect of the Trench movie? Are you excited about the new Batman and the casting? Do you think that it's a good idea to replace Ben Affleck as Batman? I don't know, I'd like to hear from you. And that's pretty much it for today, guys, so thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, obviously like the video, and hit the bell notification button to stay up to date with all my videos. And as always, see you next time in the Made Up Universe.